Yeah, I heard you the first friggin' time. Oh my god! I've been accepted to Hogwarts! Oh, that's awesome. Gonna learn how to throw fireballs, transform into a falcon, nail a hot witch. Maybe not necessarily in that order, but yeah, man, we're gonna do... Oh, crap, it's for freaking... Hey, Lebowski, I think I got your kid's mail over here. Oh. Right. Happy birthday, Kevin! Okay then. Now. Going back to school. Ain't nobody gonna keep myself. Oh, hi everybody, and welcome back to the 13 Nights of Hollows-ween. Gonna have to keep this episode a little short though, because apparently I've been accepted to the prestigious True Cross Academy. I guess they have a good film industry. Other than that, I don't really know much about them, so we'll find that out when the time comes. Before that though, I thought I'd talk about an interesting series that apparently also has a True Cross Academy in it. The Blue Exorcist by Kazou Kato. It's not the Blue Exorcist, just Blue Exorcist, or I don't know, Exorcist. I actually did a video about this last June. One of my first impressions video, one of the first of those series I actually did talking about it, so I'm not going to go too much into detail, but the thing about Blue Exorcist that I really just find amazing that it got done, and it got done right, was the interpretation of the Catholic or Christian religion. See, it's a little bit weird when you consider that in Japan, Catholicism, I mean, it exists, certainly, but it's not the predominant religion. That's like if we Americans created some sort of animation program that has to deal with some other foreign Asian religion. There's no way we'd be able to do it right. Oh, right, yeah, that kind of did it right. So I guess it is possible for other countries to do a subject matter that they're not exactly experts on, but it still gets done okay. Kind of like how Hellsing, which is also a Japanese animation, is mainly set in Britain, and it does it right. Everything seems to sync up okay for the most part whenever I watched it. By the way, Hellsing, we're totally not going to get into that on this 13 list of most gory anime ever. That's freaking kitten shit right there. So, aside from that, we have the basic plot here, which gets a little bit extreme right off the bat. We have this young boy, Rin Okumura, who kind of adheres to the typical shonen badass with a heart of gold, and he has a brother, Yukio. No, not that Yukio. They both live in the cathedral with their father, Fujimoto. No, not that Fujimoto. I kind of find myself making the same jokes that I did in the I don't know, Exorcist first impressions video, so I'll kind of keep that to the minimum. Well, anyway, they're living in this cathedral, and everything seems all happy and good. They're kind of like Full House, really, except for the fact that the Antichrist is a member of the household, although the Olsen twins, I'm not sure about that. Yeah, big shocker, turns out that Rin Okumura is actually the son of Satan. We're not talking any biblical allegories. No, he is the literal Antichrist, son of the fucking devil. Blue fire erupting from his body, and Satan himself even comes into the material world with an entire of legions of demons led by the great Astaroth to retrieve Rin and drag him back to hell. This happens within the second fucking episode. Yeah, it gets real really freaking quick. Other than that point, I mean, the first impressions video I did, it was only on the first episode. And for the most part, the first episode, everything seemed okay up until the end where it found out, like, oh, Rin, you can see demons because you're part demon. Whoa, that was kind of a shocker. Second episode, you're son of the devil. Just okay. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to be giving too much away because this happened so early on in the series, but Fujimoto is eventually possessed and killed by Satan while in the process of trying to drag Ring back into hell, or Gehenna, as it's stated in this series. So, basically the rest of the series is Rin and Yukio going to the prestigious True Cross Academy to learn from the series of teachers and other exorcists such as Mephisto, who's the kind of the mysterious leader of the school, kind of like the Uehara of the series, when I do an allegory to Bleach there. So, you know, they have that, and pretty much the rest of it is just them trying to learn basic studies, and it's basically like a high school. I think it's actually a legitimate high school, and then the Exorcist stuff and about the demons, that's just kind of under the table, but they still have to go to like demon pharmaceutical classes, learning conjuring skills. Yeah, in this series, it's really cool. It's like it's like all the stuff, like biblical stuff, like the Bible, is like magical spells. Some of you might think that's blasphemy or witchcraft or whatever. Like, how dare you say the Bible is magic? But no, seriously, like, you can read passages from the Bible and demons will literally burst into flames. You can, like, perform blood rituals, like bite your thumb and do the Kuchi-Yoshi thing from Naruto, and you can summon, like, divine spirits, like angel conjurers or some shit. It's, you know, actually, now that I think about it, it's a lot like that 2005 Keanu Reeves movie, Constantine, except Keanu Reeves would be a teenager. Okay, wait, no, it's exactly like Constantine, yeah. And so, unlike Black Butler or with Death Note, this series has a much more wider cast of characters. Death Note is still considered shonen, but the cast of characters is really whittled down to just L, Light, and then the other characters that show up later on, but it's only about like 4 or 5. Blue Exorcist has a more like high-level, like Bleach, Naruto cast of characters. And like any typical anime that has a large cast of characters, there's going to be people you can't freaking stand, people you find boring, and people you just couldn't care less for. This series has a couple of those, but really for the most part, the series does well to like encapsulate these other side characters in different walks of life and different religions they represent. So like that one kid that kind of represents Buddhism, you know, it makes sense that they would do this, considering the fact that True Cross Academy is like this collective force to fight against demons, which apparently is like clear cut in this universe. Like, this is a universe where hell and heaven or Gehenna, whatever, are like they're like physical places, or they're well known. They know they know that they exist. Maybe not to the general public, but of course to these exorcists, of course they know they exist. I mean, their magical religion powers have to come from somewhere, right? This is also a big contrast for Rin, because Rin's whole drive throughout the series is to avenge his father by killing Satan, despite the fact that he's half demon as well as Satan's son. So, in this world where all demons are considered irrefutably evil and unturnably evil, like their alignment, chaotic, evil, can't change from there, Rin tries to change that. So it's a big contrast right there, because everyone's just like, okay, what the fuck are you? You can't fight demons. You're a freaking demon. You're evil. Yeah, well, screw you, man. I got awesome ears, a tail, and I got a freaking blue flame sword. Yeah, I forgot to mention, Rin has also a pretty badass flame sword. We also have Yukio, Rin's frail younger brother, who kind of acts more as the mature one. Kind of like a contrast there, with the older brother always knows best, kind of like Itachi Sasuke. Here it's flipped, with Yukio being the more successful one. And at the first episode, I thought, oh, he's just a regular student that's going to go to True Cross Academy or whatever. I assumed he might have been an exorcist, but I didn't, count on the whole spin on him actually being Rin's teacher, or being like a master exorcist, even despite his young age. Apparently what happened, I originally thought Yukio was adopted. Like, when I first, saw the series, I originally thought that was the case, but Fujimoto explains that when they were born, Rin and Yukio were both, endowed with Satan's power, except Yukio couldn't withstand it because he was so weak and frail, so all the power was passed on to Rin, which is why he has what he has now. I have to really be honest with you guys, I haven't watched the whole anime. I believe the anime finished in 2011, finally got an English dub, which you can complain all you want about English dubs, but I mean, Blue Exorcist, this is one that's been like in the spotlight for a while now, that really should have had one way before this. I think it came out last year, but it should have been out way before last year, and we finally got one, so thank you, whoever made it. I think it's Viz. I'm pretty sure it's Viz licensed. Yeah, Viz. Yeah, Viz. Mass controller of everything anime in America. So I honestly have only seen like the first 3 or 4 episodes of the anime. With the manga, I've read a little bit more, although I'm kind of lagged behind as of late, so I'm not completely caught up. So if I just mention something in this video where you're sitting there and pointing at me like, oh my god, Tekking, you don't know that happens to who at that point in time? Like, I don't. I'm sorry. But this isn't really going to be me standing here spoiling everything for you anyway. That's kind of not the spirit of this. So, in that regard, I'm going to go with the anime, the parts that I've seen anyway, very well adapted. The animation style is quite well. The animation style is fantastic. The music, I think, goes along with it quite well. As you can imagine, it's very church choir-esque, like shit like that. I have a terrible opera singing voice. So, yeah, and like I said, go beyond the first episode. Like, don't just watch, like, as I watched the first episode for the video, and I really regretted I did, because first episode, second episode, you find so much shit out in between those two that it's just like it's a completely different series for the most part. But at the end of the day, we really just gotta thank Blue Exorcist for what it really is. a series that uses religion, but also somehow manages to tie in damnation, hellfire, guns that kill demons, magical bullets that you put in the magic guns to kill demons, and a guy with pointy ears with a badass flame sword. So at the end of the day, if you like any typical shonen action manga with a little bit of religion seasoning over it, yeah, it's probably best to go with Blue Exorcist. If you want to go shonen, for the seinen crowd, probably should jump it up to Hellsing or something. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video there. Sorry that was a little bit short there, but I want to really get going to my new home. So hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, Tekking101 signing out. Awesome. Must have sent me a limo. I am pretty awesome, just saying. Be right there, new life. Get out of here, you son of a bitch! Put the fucking gun down, what the hell? Okay then now. Matthew Phantom Hive, I have a warrant for your arrest. Okay, just calm down, man, just calm down, alright? Don't take this the wrong way or anything, but you really don't seem like the policeman type. You seem kind of more like the rapey, stalky, killer type. You shut the fuck up! You shot Vanillite! Thank you! Matthew Phantom Hive, you are hereby ordered to come with me to serve an indefinite sentence in Dead Man Wonderland. Oh, by the way, I forgot. I would rank Blue Exorcist on the Garometer a number 3 or Jason Voorhees level. Some of the scenes get a little graphic, especially the first scene in the first episode with like eyes melting out of their sockets, and there's over some kind of troubling imagery, especially with the demons getting killed, so I think that's a good place for it. Not a lot of blood, all things considered, though. It's actually a very typical show. And oh, okay. I do not want to lose my balls to a slot machine, so I gotta get the fuck out of here. See you guys.